I don't want you to go away. I just said that. You go if you want to. But hurry right back. Why, darling, I don't live at all when I'm not with you. We would be together and have our books and at night be warm in bed together with the windows open and the stars bright. The most painful thing is losing yourself in the process of loving someone too much, and forgetting that you are special too. I love sleep. My life has the tendency to fall apart when I'm awake, you know? If two people love each other, there can be no happy end to it. The world is a fine place and worth fighting for, and I hate very much to leave it. Every man's life ends the same way. It is only the details of how he lived and how he died that distinguish one man from another. Fear of death increases in exact proportion to increase in wealth. All stories, if continued far enough, end in death. A beautiful vacuum filled with wealthy monogamists, all powerful and members of the best families, all drinking themselves to death. If a writer knows enough about what he is writing about, he may omit things that he knows. The dignity of movement of an iceberg is due to only 1/9 of it being above water. For a long time now I have tried simply to write the best I can. Sometimes I have good luck and write better than I can. That is what we are supposed to do when we are at our best, make it all up, but make it up so truly that later it will happen that way. Writing and travel broaden your ass if not your mind, and I like to write standing up. My aim is to put down on paper what I see and what I feel in the best and simplest way. When writing a novel, a writer should create living people, people not characters. A character is a caricature. Prose is architecture, not interior decoration, and the Baroque is over. All you have to do is write one true sentence. Write the truest sentence that you know. Write the best story that you can and write it as straight as you can. Do not worry. You have always written before and you will write now. All stories, if continued far enough, end in death, and he is no true storyteller who would keep that from you. A serious writer is not to be confounded with a solemn writer. A serious writer may be a hawk or a buzzard or even a popinjay, but a solemn writer is always a bloody owl. It's none of their business that you have to learn how to write. Let them think you were born that way. To an aspiring writer, you shouldn't write if you can't write. My training was never to drink after dinner, nor before I wrote, nor while I was writing. The world breaks everyone, and afterward many are strong at the broken places. I'm not brave anymore, darling. I'm all broken. They've broken me. But life isn't hard to manage when you've nothing to lose. No, that is the great fallacy, the wisdom of old men. They do not grow wise. They grow careful. The important thing is to have good water in the well, and it is better to take a regular amount out than to pump the well dry and wait for it to refill. If a writer knows enough about what he is writing about, he may omit things that he knows. The dignity of movement of an iceberg is due to only 1/9 of it being above water. How lazily the sun goes down in Granada, it hides beneath the water, it conceals in the Alhambra. Living was an earthen jar of water in the dust of the threshing, with the grain flailed out and the chaff blowing. Keep your head clear and know how to suffer like a man. Or a fish. Every day is a new day. It is better to be lucky. But I would rather be exact. Then when luck comes you are ready. Most people were heartless about turtles because a turtle's heart will beat for hours after it has been cut up and butchered. But the old man thought, I have such a heart too. Why did they make birds so delicate and fine as those sea swallows when the ocean can be so cruel? Perhaps I should not have been a fisherman, he thought. But that was the thing that I was born for. Only I have no luck anymore. But who knows? Maybe today. Every day is a new day. It is better to be lucky. But I would rather be exact. Then when luck comes you are ready. There are many who do not know they are fascists, but will find it out when the time comes. If we win here we will win everywhere. The world is a fine place and worth the fighting for, and I hate very much to leave it. There's no one thing that's true. It's all true. If everyone said orders were impossible to carry out when they were received, where would you be? Where would we all be if you just said, impossible? when orders came. No animal has more liberty than the cat, but it buries the mess it makes. The cat is the best anarchist. The way to make people trustworthy is to trust them. When people talk, listen completely. Don't be thinking what you're going to say. Most people never listen. But man is not made for defeat. A man can be destroyed but not defeated. Courage is grace under pressure. An intelligent man is sometimes forced to be drunk to spend time with his fools.